Of one or more particular gods or goddesses. This was a common practice in ancient times, and individuals often claimed descent from one or more gods. Julius Caesar claimed descent from both Mars and Venus. Sometimes both tribes claimed descent from a god or a goddess, or gave special reverence to a particular god or goddess, such as Athens and Greece. Many Germanic tribes felt a close affinity to Thor or Frey or Balder. In modern times, many who follow the folk faith will celebrate the Aesir, while some will feel closer to the Vanir. In ancient Rome, each god has its own cult or college or priest. There was a college to Jupiter, Juno, Mars, Vesta, and just about every major god, and while as many major ones. We in the folk faith do not signal out Balder exclusively to celebrate above the other gods. Our ancestors or our interests in Balder is simply recognizing that the truth revealed through Balder will lead the resurrection of all gods in our people. He is the vehicle that Odin chooses as the instrument of his rebirth. By recognizing Balder's significance, we are working Odin's will to ensure the return of all the gods and the reestablishment of their domain over our people, their children, and thus the establishment of Gimli. The way of the folk faith must respect and honor the gods yearly, for all the gods collectively comprise the totality of the All-Father. Book of Balder Rising. Wise men give the unique being more than one name. What? Veraspati is Father who contains all the gods. He who is our Father creates all, contains all being. God alone, He has made the other gods. Everything that exists acknowledges Him as Master. You knew He who created all things. It is the same as the one who is within you. His names are many, but He is one. So, what?
That was a little bit confusing.
Which part? The last part that he just read?
Yeah, just how it led into that.
The he
For a minute, all of a sudden we were reading something that is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of
Messed up.
He who is our Father creates all, contains all beings. God alone, He has made the other gods. Not really. No, he's talking about that kind of word,
Just that's the emphasis.
Oh yeah, because it's through Odin that all the other gods and goddesses exist. Odin is, and and he talks about it. I can't remember if it's talked about it already, but through Balder, Odin's resurrected, but Odin is Balder. Odin is Frey, Thor, all of them, because through Odin they were all created. That's why he is the All Father. He's the father of the gods. They all have a part of Odin in them. And so really Odin dies. Odin's main form dies at Ragnarok, but he's resurrected through Balder after Ragnarok. So that's kind of like
word All Father or Volfather.
You could use both. I guess, but Volfather would be like the older version of it. If you really look at it, that's a whole that's a whole thing that Christianity stole from us too, you know, is that God was also Jesus, you know, or Jesus was God, you know, and
Because God is the Father, Son is Jesus, Holy Spirit's supposed to be the seed.
Yeah, everything that we've been reading talks about the Trinity. Well, every religion or every way of life, every people have had the Trinity. The Romans had it. Christians have it. We got it.
well, yeah,
So
they literally just, I mean, it really talks about it in Robert Guimeti's Virologies, how Christianity became a thing, you know, because all it is a heretical form of Judaism. That's exactly what it is. It's the same religion except where you add Jesus into it and all the pagan holidays. You know, it's it's stupid. Like, you think about it, like yeah, they made Christmas because that's when Christ was born. Jesus Christ wasn't even born in December 25th.
September.
Yeah, he was born in September.
yes.
And that's just when the wise men got there, whatever, you know, so it took them all those months, which, you know, I don't know fucking how, because it doesn't take that long to travel on a fucking horse, you know, that far, you know. It don't fucking take September to October, November, December, 3 months. There ain't no fucking way.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just like the whole thing where it said Moses traveled, you know, 30 years to find whatever the fuck it was, and you can Google map it, and it's like a fucking 10-day walk. Like, but it took you fucking decades to fucking
Well,
find it.
If you think about it, like maybe back then they didn't have like.
GPS.
I know they'd have GPS, but fucking years?
You could have been lost out
Decades?
there.
For decades?
Well, you know, if you're not that smart of a man, I mean, you're a damn Jew.
I'm not kidding. When I moved over here, it would have took me a year to get back to my house from here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm not kidding you.
Billings ain't even that big.
I'm starting to get around Billings really good.
I still have a problem right now when I drive. GPS, that's what I do all the time. Is GPS to work? No.
Either way, if you really think about it, all their religions, you know, or all their holidays, Easter, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Easter's Egyptian and Aztec too.
oh yeah, which, you know, Ostara, you know, that's
History, yeah.
the goddess Iestre, you know, and that's another goddess right there. that you can look at. That's all hers, you know, and then they Christianized it as much as they could, and it was all just it was literally just a way to convert people without them, you know,
But
quietly
Right.
to convert over to Christianity. I mean, back then it was convert or die.
Sure.
You know, and we had those ancestors that, you know, thank the gods that they did convert, you know, because they still secretly kept it on, you know. And, you know, I mean, fuck, they even took our fucking hammer sign.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did.
And I mean, just everything. It's just a completely perverted religion of Judaism. That's exactly what it is. You can't even call it its own thing because it's just a fucking collage of multiple religions. It has no originality in it whatsoever. And you get these people that are so blinded by it they don't even see it. They're like, oh no, that's not a pagan holiday, blah blah. Like, how can you not see it? How do you not see that? Christmas, the fucking Christmas tree, it's a fucking Yule tree. Like, how do you not see that?